Welcome to the Daniel Emerson house. Alright, so we're outside the house. This is the front garden. It's the front of the house. And if we walk over here, I'm just going to show you the sign. This is the Daniel Emerson house, circa 1744. It's original. And over here, this is kind of cool. We have a boot scraper. Because this is the front door of the house. It's an original front door, I believe. And the boot scraper was for when whoever lived here would come and need to go in the house, and because the streets were not paved, so they would scrape their boots. And I'll demonstrate for you. Just scrape. Yeah, there you go. Also up here, so this is the front door. Is it tall enough? There are these little windows up there. I don't know if you see, but those are a special kind of glass, and that's also original. Now if we're walking down the driveway, you can see the side yard, and when the owner that restored the house bought the house, this land did not belong with the property. It belonged... Elsa, be quiet. It belonged to the property over here, and you can see this little white building. That was the original Locke's Ice Cream, and currently it is part of the property for my neighbor's house right over there. Kenzie White lives there. Don't know if you knew that. Elsa. And this is the garage that we built, and it was actually the original site of another Locke's Ice Cream. So it really started in the house, and then it continued over to that little building, and they built another, and then it kind of grew across, and then when they knocked it down, this land became a part of that property. Yeah. So that's the garage. These are they're not the front steps, but they're the steps to the door that we always use, and those are original to the house. And if you're not careful, you will fall down them, as I have done before, and my brother has done before. And then if we walk over this way, this little door over here is like, my dad used to work from home, so he used that as an office. Now it's just a workout place. But these steps used to belong to Locke's Ice Cream, and now they're just the steps to the garage. So as soon as you walk in the house, you see the giant fireplace, which we call the keeping room fireplace, and you can see it's made completely out of brick. Hold on. And that's the hearth. And next to it is the beehive oven where they would make bread, and it's kind of all the way in the back. There's a hole back there. I don't know if you can see it if I get up close, but it's right back there. We've never used it, although the owner that sold it to us told us that it does work. I actually think my mom tried it once, but it didn't go very well. So that's that, and oh, this is kind of cool. This would swing out, and they would, you know, cook with their pots and pans on that. But right over here is the basement door, or the cellar door, and this is kind of cool because it has all the original hardware. So you see the original latch, and if I open it like this, it's kind of normal at our house, but not at everyone else's. And it also has the original other hardware. And this is the bathroom door, and that is also original. Another thing you'll see as soon as you walk in the house is this little area with these two windows and the couch. We just put it there. But this wall is the picture that you saw of the lady with the telephones. So this is actually where she would do all the telephone operating for the town. But another important feature is these boards. And as you can see, they're really wide, and that's because they're called King's Pine, I believe. And so they're much wider because the trees that the colonists could use back then were very old. So they're a lot wider than any other boards that you would find in contemporary design today. Another interesting thing about this main room, it's called the keeping room. It's where we have our dining room, and the kitchen's over that way. But as you can see, the ceilings, I mean, they're not huge, but for a house this size and of this age, they're pretty tall. And that's because Daniel Emerson was wealthier because of his wife Hannah, and so they had more money, so they were able to use a construction that allowed them to have higher ceilings. And you can see this beam right here goes all the way across, and that's the main structural support in the house. And here's another, that's a post that has to stay there, otherwise the house will fall down. So yeah, it just signified that they had a lot of money. So a lot of people, when they come in the house, they're surprised at how big and open it seems. You'd be expecting something a lot smaller in a house like this, but it's actually not that bad. And over here, I forgot to mention this, there is a door, and if I move this, oops, it closes, obviously. And it closes off the little mudroom area, and sometimes we'll close that in the winter to keep the cold air out. So this feature, I'm not totally sure how historical it is, but there, in this wall right here behind this lamp and picture, you can actually, if you're in the basement, which is, the door is right there, if you're in the basement, you can remove this wall, and it leads, this is the staircase. And so this wall right here will come off, and that's how my family got like our big furniture up the stairs, like beds and stuff like that. And these are the stairs. They're pretty steep. I have tripped on them and fallen down them many a time. Also up here, the floors are very creaky. There is no way in the world that I can sneak out of the house without anyone hearing. Let's see if I can make a big noise. You see how creaky that is? Yeah, sneaking out, not enough. Right now we're in my mom's office. It's kind of a spare room. And right here you can see another one of the original fireplaces. It's a lot smaller, and we do use it at Christmas time and stuff like that. But another cool feature in this room is, I don't know if you can tell, but the wall is kind of curved the way, like that way. It's not straight across. But also this cabinet, it doesn't open. I tried to, and I kind of broke the handle off, but it does not open, but it is believed to have housed the wine that Daniel Emerson, both father and son, would use at communion at the Hollis Congregational Church. So that's kind of cool.